Hello everyone, I hope you're all well and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we're talking autumn winter 23 trends. So if you're new to my channel, I do these videos every season to show you guys what the most wearable trends are out there and ones that you're most likely gonna have in your wardrobe. So today I'm focusing on 7 key trends and some which are anti-trends as well, which I'll get onto more in a minute. But the purpose of these videos are for me to share with you guys which ones I'll be wearing and which ones are going to be most wearable for you as well. If you like my style, then you're going to love these trends and you're most likely going to have some of these pieces in your wardrobe already. I just want to demonstrate how easy it is to kind of incorporate these key ones into your wardrobe. So the first trend I'm going to talk about is kind of the umbrella for the rest of the trends discussed throughout this video, and this is the quiet luxury trend. So personally for me, I feel like this is more of an anti-trend because I feel like my style very much taps into the quiet luxury element. So this is never going to go out of style, hence why it's an anti-trend. But we have seen a huge focus on this area last season throughout the trends and also throughout the summer too. And then this has naturally carried on into autumn winter 23. And this is going to go beyond as well because, like I said, this is an anti-trend. So quiet luxury is all about curating a selection of high quality wearable pieces that are slightly elevated to work seamlessly with the rest of your wardrobe. So these are pieces that are going to be understated, classic, relaxed, to create these effortless looks and also look comfortable too. So that's things like no labels, no in-your-face designer branding, just those lovely minimal details, which I love. This is more about personal preference and style, so I definitely think you guys are going to be able to recreate some of these looks. So we're seeing designers sway more towards these classic silhouettes and luxurious neutral tones. So think of your beiges, your whites, your greys, your blacks, all those key neutral tones that really work well together. You guys know if you've been a subscriber for a while that I'm all for minimal details, minimal classic styling. So yes, I'm all for this anti-trend. So as I said earlier, you're probably going to find so many pieces in your wardrobe that fit to this trend, especially if you've got your capsule wardrobe set up already and it's got all those lovely neutral tones and good quality fabrics. I'm not saying you have to go out and buy those high-end designer pieces. You can absolutely recreate this trend within your budget as well. So my advice is to always look for good quality fabrics, obviously within your budget. The classic pieces such as your camel coat, your white shirt. If you've not seen any of my capsule wardrobe videos, I will link them below so you can have a look and get an idea of what's in mine. So the next trend is kind of a follow-on from quiet luxury, but with a much more laid-back feel. We're really focusing on comfort here, which is music to my ears. And I've called this one the 3 C's. So that is cozy, comfortable, chic. And it's kind of like that cozy chic, practical chic. And this one again is an anti-trend really, as it fits more into my lifestyle. And I know that that's the same for many of you guys too. And this is why I'm so happy that this has kind of become a trend within itself, because we're seeing so many more pared back, relaxed looks from designers. And it's the perfect trend to get the cozy loungewear out, play with those textures. So we're seeing lots of cozy fabrics paired together, and then you've got the practical coats to throw on top. So that could be your wool coat, your quilted jacket, and most importantly, your raincoat. So we're seeing this cozy practical layering from the likes of Miu Miu. This look is so easy to recreate. I actually have a hoodie which is very, very similar to the Miu Miu one. So I'm going to recreate this look in my own way and show you one here. Then we've got the layering of the shackets with the knit dresses. I especially love this look from the Fear of God. It's just got that real comfortable, chic feel to it. So I'm very happy that we're seeing a lot more of this relaxed style because again, like I said, this is more suited to our lifestyle. You're going to be using those key basics that you'll be wearing again and again every season. So on to the next trend, and this one is luxe leathers. So leathers really dominated the runways this autumn winter, from shirts and skirts to jackets and trousers. And of course, with it being autumn winter, leather's always going to come out anyway. I know for me, my leather trousers always come out every autumn winter, and this is great because again, you're going to be able to get your classic pieces out and recreate these looks. Whether you're a biker jacket girl, a leather blazer girl, or you just prefer to wear the leather trousers, whichever piece you have in your wardrobe, you're going to be able to have a little nod to this trend. So I personally tend to sway more towards the buttery looking leathers myself, so I've got my old blazers back out and paired them with my midi skirts and my trousers to create this double leather look. But if you're not into that, you can either just wear a midi skirt or the blazer. I especially love the look from Proenza Schooler here, where they've got the gorgeous midi skirt with the leather boots, and then they've gone for a neutral blazer on top. And then also the mixing of fabrics from Gabriella Hearst. This image actually would fit really well into the comfort chic trend as well, because we've got that mix of really lovely soft hoodies paired with the leather. So again, this luxe leather trend can fall into the comfort chic too. So onto trend number 4, and that is maxi hemlines. So I also featured this trend in my spring summer trend video too, because the maxi hemlines have really followed on through spring summer right into autumn winter, and we've seen a big shift on the runway from the mini skirt to the longer line silhouettes. I've also seen this silhouette in the past season and summer too, so I'm very happy that this is going to be here to stay for autumn winter. So if you invested in a maxi dress or a maxi skirt for the summertime, don't pack it away just yet. Definitely keep it out and swap out the sandals for your boots. Layer a jumper over the top for the autumn and then add in a coat for the winter. So I'll share a few different looks on here that I've created. I especially love the knit dress. This is such a go-to look for me. I always seem to reach for this as like my last minute outfit if we've planned a date night, and I always pair it with my blazer and my leather boots. So just going back to the designer looks for a moment, and we're seeing beautiful knit dresses from Coach, Tod's and Tove, and I also really love the structured knit top from Brandon Maxwell as well. You could even just pop in some shoulder pads to your black knit top if you have one, and it'll just elevate it for a day to night look. And then we have a more relaxed feel with the Shacket layered on top from Gabriella Hearst. And this feels so autumnal and effortless. So I will recreate that look and share on here. Now onto trend number 5, and this trend is for those true winter pieces, and I've called this one Wrapped Up. And unless you've been avoiding Instagram, you will have seen the viral totem coat that everyone was wearing last year, and that's the one that has the built-in wrap scarf. It's so chic, it is stunning. And we saw a hint of these coats over the past few winters, but designers have really taken this trend on, and we're seeing more and more of these wrap styles and built-in scarf coats throughout the runway. So if you really want to make this trend work but you don't want to buy a new coat, then you can absolutely buy a scarf in the same colour as your coat and kind of recreate it that way. I think that's a really sustainable way of doing it. So these are just 2 examples of the way you can kind of work with this trend, and I did actually invest in a wrap coat a few years ago. So I got this one from H&M in the sale, and it has a detachable scarf, so it's great for me to wear without the scarf in the autumn, and then you can add it back in for the winter. And this particular coat does actually cover another trend that I'm going to go on to, and that is chocolate brown. So I did mention this in my previous video, but this colourway is having a moment this autumn winter, and I'm absolutely here for it. I love wearing this colour. Obviously, I've just had my nails painted brown as well. I love wearing it for autumn winter. It just feels really rich, and it's such a nice alternative to wearing all black as well. So here I've shared a few looks from the runway, and I especially love it when they've got slightly different shades of chocolate brown in the looks and textures as well. So we can see from Hermes they've gone for a more of a relaxed quilted jacket on top of a knit dress, or you can keep it really simple with the brown suiting. So we're seeing these head to toe tonal looks from the likes of Hermes, Brandon Maxwell, Gabriella Hearst, Tove and Lanvin, and each of these looks also fits so nicely into the previous trends too, so the quiet luxury trend and the comfort chic. So my brown trousers arrived last week, which I couldn't sadly feature in my previous video, but this is how I've been styling them. I've been wearing them with this knit jumper, styling them with my turtleneck and my brown wrap coat too, and I've also been styling this knit jumper with my brown midi skirt, my croc boots and my woven bag. So here I'm really playing with all the textures in this tonal look. So this is just my personal style, but as you can see from the runway, you can really create such a range of looks in this colourway, whether that be more down the practical cozy styling with the quilted jackets, or you can go for the more quiet luxury styling with the wool coats, the tailored looks, and the maxi or midi skirts. On to trend number 7, and I do have another trend after this. I said 7 at the start, didn't I? But I actually have 8. But keeping on theme of colours, I'm going to touch on another colour that I'm going to be wearing throughout autumn winter, and that is Buttermilk. This shade for me is kind of an elevation of neutrals, really, because it's that real soft yellow, kind of borderline beige, and it teams really beautifully with other pieces in my wardrobe. So as you can see from the runway photos, it's much more of a muted yellow shade, which feels so much more luxurious. I especially love the tailored look and minimal maxi dress from Udon Choi. However, if you don't want to go super bold with this colour, then you can add in a little pop with your accessories like I've done on here. So I styled this the other day with all the classics, my trench coat and my blue jeans, and just popped in this little scrunchie here. I really do love the warmth of this colour. I do have quite a few pieces in this Buttermilk, which I will show you on here now. And I love pairing it with black accessories for the winter. I love the big contrast, and it feels more appropriate for autumn winter. Now onto the final trend, and it is my favourite accessory for the season, and that is the Supersize stud. If there's one accessory that's going to elevate and make your outfits feel on trend and really pop, it's the Supersize studs. So we've seen many of these styled in different shapes and sizes across the runway this autumn winter, from Rock, Ferragamo, Bottega, Zimmermann and Schiaparelli. So I have actually shared these ones with you in my previous video, but they're a perfect example of this accessory trend. They're very similar to the Rock ones actually, and you can be wearing the most simple outfit and pop these in and they'll just give it that extra pop that it needs. I've honestly been wearing them so much recently, hence why I've got them on again today. So there we go guys, those were my top 8 trends for autumn winter 23. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it inspired you to delve back into your wardrobe, see if there's any pieces that you can pull out to recreate these looks, or take elements of these trends and add it into your own wardrobe. As always with my trend videos, this is just a guide from me to tell you what's coming up, what I'll be wearing for the new season. And I've especially loved this year's because the runways have covered so many trends that I already have in my wardrobe, and hopefully you guys too if you like my style. So it's going to be really nice and easy to create some new looks that feel a little bit more fresh for the new season. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed it. As always, I'll link everything below, and if some of the pieces that I've styled today are old, I will link some similar. And also always check Vinted and Depop. I've been finding myself on there quite a lot recently, and it's really good to look for when getting those classic pieces like your blazers, coats and shirts. So yeah, let me know what your favourite trend was and if you're going to be wearing any yourself, and I'll see you all very soon for a new video.